So hi everyone, welcome back to Data Science in your pocket, and today we would be deep diving into clock code. So if you haven't on the internet, this particular repository is all over the internet, and as you can see, it was the fastest repository to get 100k stars. Unfortunately, the repository is locked now. You can't clone it, you can't fork it. But yes, clock code still exists. And what does it do? It is basically kind of a map for Claude code. So if you remember, Claude code was leaked a few days back. The entire code base was leaked, and then some very smart engineers have come up with an architecture in Python and Rust. It does not include the legal trouble code. So basically, if they copy, they might copy everything. They might land themselves in legal trouble. So very smartly, the team has ignored a few things and keeping only the architecture of Claude Code so that anyone who reads this repository can now understand how systems like Claude Code can be built. So in this short video, I will be explaining you the entire architecture and giving a baseline, a deep dive into Claude Code. What does Claude Code do and what are its different functions and etc. So let's get started. So first of all, you need to git clone this particular GitHub repo. Unfortunately, you can't do it. Just try doing it, it's logged. Hence, if on the right hand side, you can see that they have given about section. We are maintaining it here now, which is Claude Code parity. So you're jumping there to clone this up. So instead of cloning Claude code, you need to git clone Claude code parity, which is now functional right now. Again with 5.5k stars. So first of all, git clone this in your local system. Now then there are multiple functions that the team has mentioned. Basically, this will give you an idea about the architecture of Claude code and nothing else. Do remember this again, which is written in Python and Rust. I would be jumping into the Python version and we'll be trying to run all these commands that the team has mentioned. You render the Python porting summary, print the current Python workspace, list the current Python modules, etc. I'll be running these all, giving a brief idea in the later part of the video what the output means and other things. So let's get started. I have already git cloned this repository in my local system, so I'll be running this command one by one to show you what the output actually looks like. So the first command here is python -m src.main.summary. This gives you the summary about the entire ecosystem. I won't be explaining the output right now. I've prepared different slides for that. But right now, just look at the outputs. I will be explaining you what does that mean. So as you can see, I'm inside Claude Code parity GitHub repository in my local system also. Let me press enter. And once you press enter, you see a plethora of information here from the GitHub repository. Total files is 66. Top level Python modules are Bootstrap graph, commands, command graph, context, cost hook, cost trackers, and whatnot. There are multiple things that are going on inside Claude Code, and this is basically just an architectural summary. Here you can see the command surface 207 mirrored entries also. Tool surface is 184, session ID, usage tools, totals, maximum turns, max budget, etc. etc. A lot of information you might not be able to understand, but don't worry about it. We will be covering that shortly. But first, I'm trying to run all the commands that the team has given so that you have a basic idea. So this is the next one, that is source.main manifest. What does this output? It is also outputting something similar. Total Python files and top level Python modules again. The 66 files, that is the most important part. Again, I will make you sure that the team has skipped certain things so that they don't land themselves in legal trouble. But apart from that, I think mostly everything is covered. Now, third one is subsystems. These are the different subsystems that are present in Claude Code. Commands.py, command graph, bootstrap graph, rep launcher, etc. What are the other things that the team has shared with us? This is one. Another, there are different tools. So these are different tools that are present in Claude Code: Agent Tool UI, Agent Color Manager, Agent Display Memory, etc. There are certain commands also that the team has mentioned. Let me show you that too. So I'm just trying to go through this particular Claude Code. This is a viral repo that is going on. You can't run it, but just remember that it is giving you an architectural idea about Claude Code. Let's try to run this one. I think I'm missing my -m command. Yeah. Add dir, add dir, validation, advisor, agents, and trace, autofix, backfill sessions, branch, etc. Here you can see that's a lot of things here also. One more thing I think was there. Let me check that there was some test commands too. There's a parity audit. This can't be done right now. Parity audit was basically the differences between the actual Claude code and the repository. But as you can see, the first repository was Claude code was logged now. So from Claude code parity, you can't do this. So this command won't return you anything. Local archive unavailable. Let me try out this last test. Unit test. Here you can see that these are the unit tests that are getting tested here. About 22 if I remember correctly. Now we'll be jumping on to understanding all these outputs. It won't be making much sense to you right now, but let me give you a brief what the outputs mean right now and what does it mean. What does the entire Python ecosystem in Claw code means. Claw code deep dive, anatomy of the SRC directory. Do remember that we are not talking about the Rust architecture right now. It's just the Python implementation that we are talking about. The big picture, the SRC directory, the main Python system designed to create how Claw code functions, system architecture, a detailed breakdown of core files and the repositories. So you can see that these are the different files present in the source folder of the Python module. Port manifest, models.py, commands.py, tools.py, query engine, etc. 6 core components are there. Port manifest.py scans folders, creates summaries, generate overview. Similarly, models.py defines data classes, represents entities and data container, pure objects for data transfer. Commands.py gives you stores metadata, mirrors Claude code, matches original command structure. Tools.py again, tool definition, executable actions. So these are 6 major categories that are present in the Python implementation. The fourth one is query engine, response generation, session management, multi-step interaction, and handles complex queries. While the last one, that is the main.py, CLI application, entry point for Claude code, connects all components, configuration handler, and CLI. Again, let's reverse back. Port manifest, models, commands.py, tools, query engine, and the last one is the main.py. What are the different CLI commands? Summary, manifest, subsystems, test, parity audit, and list actions. That now I tested it out in my CLI. As you saw, the outputs for every one of them. Summary gives you the high level project view. Manifest give you files, modules, and layout. Subsystems give you list of system parts. Test run unit test suite. Parity audit Python versus the original Claude code, and available commands and tool in list actions. So these are CLI commands associated with Claude code right now. The robot analogy. Main.py is the on-off switch for the main controller. Query.engine is a decision maker. Models.py is the physical component, and port manifest is body map. Kind of a map telling you about where to go when. Core files overview. I think we have already given this. What does each of the file mean? So we'll be skipping this part. What are the module categories? This is very important. I think all the outputs that you are saying, now I'll try to explain them too. So infrastructure, core, system runtime, CLI, runtime, server, entry points, bootstrap, setup, utils, constants. So if you have noticed the output for each of the commands that we ran, some of these are coming out. You didn't might have paid attention to it, but these are the module categories that I'm trying to define to you. Which component does what? UN components has screens, component, ink, output style, key binding, etc. Agents and coordination, assistant, coordinator, buddy, bridge, remote. So these are all the outputs that I'm explaining you. Extensions and plugins, data and state and network and integration. So these are the broader 6 major categories under which the models can be divided. Project scope and parity, there are 66 files as I showed you. There are 207 commands and 184 tools present in Claude code. Parity tracking metrics are 8 max, 2000 max tokens, permission analysis 0. This is the complete subsystem. As you can see, 33 modules. The main ones are main.py, models.py. The first 6 that I mentioned already, infrastructure, commands, UI and interaction, and monitoring is also there. Test suite results, I think we just tested out. All 22 test cases passed out. What are the things that were tested? Everything. Validation, CLI operations, bootstrap, and core features. This we are talking about Claude code. We are not talking Claude code. Tools ecosystem looks something like this. Built-in agents are there. Claude code guide agent, explore agent, general purpose agent, etc. While agent management has agent tool, run agent, resume agent, etc. Agent utilities and agent data is also there. Different file operation tools are also there, like read, write, edit files. Search and navigate, execute and runtime, integration and external. So there are a plethora of tools, as you can see, 184 tools that you can categorize for Claude Code that are getting mapped in Claude Code as well. This is the command inventory related to directory, related to agents, system, integration, etc., etc. Everything is here. It is a huge repository, and it talks about how Claude Code was built. So with this, it's a wrap. This was a long video. I'm trying to give you a basic deep dive into what is happening inside Claude Code. So basically, it's a map of Claude Code. It doesn't run on itself, but it can give you an idea about the architecture of Claude Code. And I think we have got a decent one. We got an understanding of what are the different commands being used, different tools, the language, how long the code is, etc., etc. So I'd highly suggest you to give it a shot. This looks very exciting. And yes, it's one of the most important GitHub repos right now. Do explore it and let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Thank you so much.